It's gonna be a long, long time. Till touchdown brings me round again to find not the man you think I am at all. Oh, no, no, no. I'm Rocket Man. Rocket Man. Bow, 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 bow. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Oh, what's going on, Paige? Good afternoon to you. How you doing, Paige? Rocket Man. I am just setting up for lunch here. Waiting on people to show what's going on. What's going on, Herbs? Derek? Friends? Romans? Countrymen? Let's start the show! I'm going to start the show correctly. Here we go. Good afternoon, Vietnam! I am Lobster, your host for Lunch Break Tarot with Cake and Lobster. Alright. At least for this show, we've got Bundt cake for lunch. Bundt cake. That's, you know what? They say, you remember like when you were a kid, they're like, you're going to eat that for lunch? Like, and, you know, no, obviously I'm going to eat like a sandwich or something for lunch. You know, and then the older you get, the less sandwich you eat. That's all I'm saying. The older you get. Who do we have here? Marshmallow. Good day, Marshmallow. How are you, my friend? How are things? Good to see everybody here. Let me go grab a fork. That way I can eat a cake and we can get lunch started, and then we'll do tarot, and then we'll do the hugs, and then we'll get out of here. We'll have a nice little lunch break here. 1 second, let me grab a fork. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me give you a topic. I don't know. What's the topic? What should I give you a topic? Yeah, whatever. Boxers or briefs? All right. What's going on? Cookie? Hello, Cookie. Who is Good day, Cookie? We got Paranoid. Good day, friends. It's good to see you guys here. Welcome to Herbie says respect the host and the other viewers. Pull up a chair, fire one up, and relax. You don't have to respect me. Just respect yourself. That's all I ask. And to help eat lunch, eat food, live a decent life. Like, I don't know. You can go live in the gutter for all I care. If you respect yourself, that's good. You know? So let's eat one of these, and I'm probably not going to respect myself after I finish one of these. But, you know, whatever. Do as I say and not as I do, right? This is a s'mores mini Bundt cake. Graham cracker flavored cake. It is. With marshmallow flavored filling. Haven't gotten to that yet. And a dark and white drizzle. Oh, I've eaten some of the drizzle. I have eaten drizzle. Alright, let's get this in my mouth. Today, for dinner, I'm going to be making spaghetti. I haven't made spaghetti in a long time. What's everybody else having? How is the cake? Cake Page, it's good. It's good. I probably should have taken it right out of the box. You know, been more of a civilized person instead of eating it directly out of the box, but I think this is the way you're supposed to eat these damn things. You don't put it like directly on a plate. What are you, a mom? Mm-hmm. Marshmallow says, am I going to share? Are you here? That's all I'm asking. Where you at? Where you at? Okay? Where you at? If you're here, it's all yours. Okay? There's three more of these things. Okay? Derek Anderson said, I had coffee. Paige says, I've only had a latte, some chips, and some street corn dip. Well, alright. That's, chips and dip. That's okay. That's good. I mean, that's what they start off with. Laura Divine, hey, what's going on, Laura? We're having dessert for lunch today, and enjoying each other. I'm glad you guys are here. We'll get to the tarot here in a couple minutes. What else? What else is going on? What else are we talking about? Has anybody ever? Has anybody ever used one of the oyster grow kits? PG, are you here? Are you able to? Have you ever used the oyster grow kit? I looked it up. I went, looking around Walmart, looking for things to distract myself with, and I found an oyster grow kit. Pearl oyster grow kit, and I don't know. Sandman says that's what I started on, was the oyster grow kits. Okay. Have you ever been able to grow other, let's just say, not quite so pearly oyster out of a box? Sandy? Married Michael says they're fun and easy. Right, it says 10 days, and you should get like oyster shrooms out of the side. And it's like, well, okay, if you stand it up side, and it'll come out of the side. But what if you like lay it on the side? Then isn't it just technically up, and you can grow anything out of it? No, they're knocked up already, Derek Anderson says. Well, can you knock them up with other stuff and then just like see what the war? Like make them wore out? You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm wondering. It's like, yeah, I'm sure they got pearl oyster in there, but like, what if you knocked it up with like, I don't know, a little bit of the ODPE? I don't know. I'm not even trying to get like not legit. I'm just asking questions. I saw an oyster grow kit and I was wondering if like that's ever happened. Because I was looking around on the internet. I was gonna start like putting together a grow kit and like and such, but like there are a number of already like together grow kits available out there that I would just be wasting my time. I don't have a brand. I don't have anything really, and so I would highly suggest like checking out little monotube grow kits. But I saw the oyster grow kit and I was like, could I incorporate that? Could I use that? Could I switch it around? Could I mess with it a little bit? And I didn't know. So Derek says they're already inoculated. Okay. Whoop. Let's eat the rest of this real quick. And then get to the meat and potatoes of why we're actually here. See what I did there? Meat and potatoes. It's food. Alright. 2 more bites here. I'm glad you're all here. Hopefully people have a little bit more than coffee and chips. You know what I mean? Come on, Paige. Alright. 1 more bite. Sure, it's the worst bite possible. It's got everything in it. Alright. Let's let's see all the messages here. Goodness. Okay. Let's see all the messages. I gotta remember to keep hitting that button. Sorry about that if anybody's been saying shit to me. Alright. Clean my mess up here. Clean. Cool. What's been going on? Paige says I'll be having some chicken curry in a little bit. You know what I kind of like? I don't like the curry, but I like spicy, like good chicken. And I almost, we have some chicken patties in the freezer. Not patties, chicken pieces, fillets, I guess. And I don't know, I thought, can you put chicken in spaghetti? Like spaghetti and chicken? I have meat, I have beef, like ground beef meat I might use that I'll cook up later. I don't know. Chicken and spaghetti. I don't know if that works. Is it like an Alfredo? I don't know. Chicken parm? That's what it is. It's a chicken parm. Thank you, D. Mushmouth with the thumbs up. Okay. Alright. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna go a little cray-cray. I've got carrots, peas and carrots, and one of the bags, and cook that up, and also broccoli and cauliflower bag. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be a good dinner. I'm setting myself up for a good dinner, trying not to ruin it with a good lunch. Anyhow, folks, thank you. Thanks for having a little bit of lunch with me. Now, it's time. Oh my goodness. Now it's time I learn how to put the lid on a bottle of soda. Okay. Boom. Now we're back in action. Thank you guys. While I shuffle this, I want you guys to talk amongst yourselves as to who may want a reading. Remember, the process is I'll do one reading for one person, and then I'll do a global reading out of the rest of the cards. So talk amongst yourselves and debate who wants a reading. I'll do a reading for you. Yesterday Paige got a reading. Thank you, Paige, for letting me read your cards. I do feel like I need to ask, and I didn't ask Paige permission, but is it cool if I make posts out of the readings and I use like a name, but I don't like link to your name or anything, just like I did a reading for Paige, or I did a reading for whomever, and is it cool if I out you out, it's up to you, I don't know, if not, then I'll go and I'll edit and I'll make sure that nobody knows that you exist. I can do that, no problem. Okay, let me shuffle, and then we'll do this. So talk amongst yourselves, figure it out. And we'll get back to you in just a couple shapes of some kind of a tail. We got there. This is the triplicate shuffling technique, which is just making shit up as I'm shuffling because I don't know what else to. Try not to put two cards at the same, And I figure, because it's going to be in 3 piles, then each of the random positions of the cards are, I don't know, it's going to be different, right? It should. That's a little bit randomized. I didn't do it on purpose. If I did, I'm a really good card counter. If I did, I did a really good card counter. So, let me cut this. Who's getting a reading? Who wants a reading? We got, thank you, Paige, for the permission. Thank you, my friend. Do one to me, JoeDeez. Okay. It'll be for a few. I'm revamping. Got a white chocolate bar with fruity. That's been killing it. All right. Plan on making a few for Laura and Stephanie tonight for the meteor shot. What do you got? You got bars? You got choco bars? Sandy? Nice. You got choco that's good. Sandy's talking about his website. Well, good. Good, Sandy. I'm glad it's still going. Maiko, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, you know what? Let's go, Joe. Let's do it. Let's get you red, Joe. Let's get you red. I think that's what it was. Joe, I want you to just tell me when to stop cutting. Tell me when to stop, and then I'll cut, and then we'll stop cutting, and we'll get this going, Joe. If we're doing the reading for you, because it looks like we're doing it for JoeDeez over here, then let's get this going, Joe. Joe, you tell me when to stop, and then we'll do the reading, and then we'll get it going. Okay? Thank you, everybody, for being here and enjoying a little bit of tarot. We'll give you my spiel. And there we go, Joe. I see the stop. And then I'm going to cut this into 3 piles here. And we have that going on. Stick around for the global tarot reading. This will be for all of us out of the rest of them. Joe, pick a pile, and then I can get my diatribe going. I can get my spiel going. No, I got you, Joe. I got you. We're stopped. I got you. We're a little bit behind. We're a little laggy. The lag is real, as somebody said way back of whenever that ever happened. All right, so pick a pile, Joe, and then I can get the spiel going, and we can get this going. All right? Pick a pile. We got 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking 3. All right, Joe. We've got the rest of the cards set right there. Joe, let me give you my diatribe. Let me give you my spiel. I do a 3-card reading, Joe. I do a then, now, and later reading. It's almost kind of like where you been, where you at now, and what are we going to do about it? Like, you know, what happened? Is it your fault? And who do we blame anyways? Right. You know how this goes. All right, Joe. Card number 1. Remember, if it's upside down, we're going to right side it up because I don't want to deal with upside down cards. And I don't think you do either. Number 2, if you take, maybe number 7, I'm not quite sure. If you take this seriously, why? Why? You don't know any of the orders here. You have no idea what's going to happen. Like, if you take this seriously, the cards are going to give you Devil, Death, and Lovers. And you're going to be like, what the hell kind of a reading is that? Joe, if you get Devil, Death, and Lovers out of these cards right here, let's see. Card number 1, Joe. Where you been? Where you been? Card number 1, 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Let's check out what the 7 of Wands looks like, Joe. 7 of Wands. 6 of Wands. And here we go. 7 of Wands is, here we go. Remodeling the Maitland's house wasn't easy. Remember the movie, this is a Beetlejuice deck, and so it's based off the movie Beetlejuice. If I say the word again, especially with ghostly interference. The 7 of Wands is like Barbara and Adam challenging the Deezes at every turn. Someone is creating obstacles that threaten your project, and it's going to take resilience, confidence, and persistence to see it through. You're building something. What are you working on? What's going on, Catzilla? What are you working on, Joe? You're building something. You got something going on, and it's not easy. What are you working for houses? You got houses for habitat? You got habitat houses? You building a habitat? What are you like? Are you part of like an Amish barn raising? Get to it. What are you working on? Don't let anybody get in the way of that. Okay, so you got like a project. You got a big project coming on, and maybe 1 or 2 people kind of standing in the way back then. Okay, all right. All right, Joe. We've all got plans. We've all got those little obstacles, you know. We've all got those people that doubt you a little bit. You know, we all got those people that are like judgy. You know, they're like, I don't know, man, can you even do it? Here, like, let me just kind of stand in your way. I've had people stand in my way a lot. A lot. Like, right in my way. Like, directly in my way. Like, adamantly in my way. You know? And I've had great ideas. And in my way. Because it wasn't their idea. Like, I hate that. I hate when people purposely stand in your way because you didn't ask them for help. Because you learned on your own how to do things. Because you have your own ideas without any need. You know, without even, like, you don't even have to humble other people. Other people aren't even involved. And that really demotivates other people to motivate you. Sometimes. You dealing with that, Joe? I deal with that. Let's deal with it together. Let's see where we're at today, though. Because, look, man, I want you to finish your project. I want you to work on what makes you happy. I want you to grow. So just know that I'm not one of the ghosts in your house. The Wheel of Fortune. I don't think we need to look up the Wheel of Fortune and see what exactly is going on here. Look, man, you got the world at your feet. The world is your oyster box. I tell you what, don't listen to what Sandy says. You know what? I bet you can grow anything. Grow tomatoes out of an oyster box. I dare you. Okay, if you can throw a tomato seed in an oyster box and grow a tomato plant out of an oyster, get after it. Okay, if that's your idea, then do it. I'm not judging you. I'm not telling you you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying, try. Get out. I'll even, like, you know, I'll stand directly out of your way. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. It just means, like, you got everything at your disposal, and anything can happen. It's up to you. Oh, wow. It's a lot of freedom we just gave you, Joe. It's a lot of freedom we just gave you. It says, screw the haters. Screw the haters. Alright, let's see what happens when the haters try to make good points. We've got the Hanged Man. Wow. Alright. The Hanged Man. It's my favorite card of the deck, by the way. It's my favorite card, Joe. So you got my favorite card, and I'm going to spin this into a good spin. The Hangman's a good card. The Hangman, a lot of people would think, like, the Hangman, like, oh no, the Hangman, now you're wrong. No. The Hangman, I don't like the picture on this one. It's supposed to show him, like, hanging upside down by a foot from not even a cross, just like a pole or something. And basically what the Hangman card says is, look, you're going to have to see things from a different perspective. Okay, there's no way that you're not going to be able to see things from a different perspective as soon as you realize the world has a lot of perspectives, right? And so you might get stuck thinking that one perspective is correct. It's not. It's not. There's a lot of different perspectives. Don't get caught in one way of looking at things. Remember, you just got out of a Wheel of Fortune. You got a lot of different options of life. So it's just like, be willing to see things from a different perspective. You know, like, the world looks different when you're upside down. All right, and so you might go upside down after the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, it might turn into a money pit. Okay, who cares? You did it your way, and that's a success. Who cares? Haters gonna make good points, but you're still doing what you want to do. Okay? That's all this reading is. Haters gonna make good points, but you're still gonna do what you want to do. Nice. Alright, that's a good reading. I like that one. That one, it's just like, screw it, do it. Screw it, do it. Nice. Screw it, do it. Just build the house, Joe. Just keep building it. I like that. It's a good reading, Joe. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that one. You're lagging horribly. It's YouTube, and I wish it wasn't YouTube, Joe. I wish, I really do. Screw it, do it, you know? Screw it, do it. That's really cool. Thank you, Joe, for letting me read. Appreciate that. Let's get to the global reading. Let's get to the global reading. Joe, I'm going to cut these cards. I want you to tell me when to stop. And then we'll do a global reading for everybody else, for everyone. Thank you, Joe. Thanks, everyone, for the emote. Do the heart thing if you want. That shows me it's a lot better than, you know, having a reply. You can, you know, show me some emotes if you want. Joe, tell me when to stop. I think it's my signal. It should be. Stop, Joe. All right, cool. Here we go. Stop. Here we go. Three cards for everyone now. Joe. Joe, it's a good reading. Screw it. Do it. Haters gonna make good points. That's the title of Haters gonna make good points. That's the title of the reading. That's a good reading, Joe. I'm gonna post that. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun trying to write that out. Okay. Global reading for everybody. And then we'll get to the hugs and we'll get out of here and we'll have a good lunch. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Card number 1. This is for everyone. Let's reflect. Let's see what the cards want to talk to you about. Do they want to talk to you about getting a new job? Do they want to talk to you about getting a new car? Do they want to talk to you about getting a new hairpiece? Card number 1. The 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups. That doesn't look like a new hairpiece. This is where we were. It's where we were. This is what used to be. This is what led us here. 4 of Cups. Let's look up 4 of Cups and see what that looks like. That doesn't look very promising. 4 of Cups. Alright. 4 of Cups. Da 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 da. 4 of Cups. That's Swords. And Pentacles. And Cups. There we go. Cups. 4 of Cups. Knight of Cups. There are the Cups. There we go. 4 of Cups. I look so goofy doing this right now. Thanks for bearing with me here. 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups finds you in your own little crispy cocoon, devoting all of your attention to self-improvement. That's why we're here. Rejecting an opportunity doesn't mean you won't have more ahead of you. So, feel empowered to take all the time you need to be truly ready for your next move. You gotta heal. That's what this is. We're healing. I saw a quote earlier. Man, I wish I had access to it on the Facebook. It was on. I think it was on my Facebook. Where oh, I can't remember the quote. But it's more like, look, you're not going to be able to do anything until you're you. Like, until you're healed, all you're going to worry about are the wounds. And it's like, don't give power to the wounder. All you need to do is heal. That's the only thing you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about like, it's like worrying. It's like you get hurt and you're so busy trying to figure out why you got hurt and prove that it's not your fault instead of just healing. There we go. Heal first. If you're healed, you don't have to worry about how or why you got hurt. Hopefully you're healed enough to get the hell out of the way of getting hurt again. So we're healing. It's just making sure that like we're in a safe space. You know, and like, sometimes you just have to get out. Like, go to a burn unit, you know what I mean? Like, find a spot where you can actually heal. Get yourself some help. Get help. If you need help, get help. Wow. Alright, here we go. Card number 2. Card number 2 is 7 of Pentacles. Let's look up. There's your card, 7 of Pentacles. It's quite the global reading here. If you need help, get help. Alright, let's say we didn't get help, I guess. Let's say we didn't get help. Pentacles. Looking up Pentacles. Trying to make it through the day. Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. No, 7 of Pentacles. 7, 10, 9, 8, 7 of Pentacles. You've been putting in the work and making yourself as gruesome as possible. Remember, this is the part of the movie where they're trying to scare the people that are coming up, and they're like, let's give like the worst possible image that I can. And so Barbara decides to go with this one. You've been putting in the work and making yourself as gruesome as possible, yet it doesn't seem like anyone is scared. Don't despair. This is a time to learn. Identify your opportunities and experiment with your approach. Keep your sights on the long-term vision and ignore short-term setbacks. You'll be terrifying everyone before you know it. We got a rebirth. We got a rebirth reading going on here. We're in the middle of a rebirth. Okay, right on. We are in the middle of a rebirth. Look, find a safe space and heal. And then because we're healing, now we're trying to be ourselves again. We're trying to be and it's not easy, it's difficult. People will think you're weird. They're going to think you mean what you don't mean. They're going to think that you don't mean what you actually mean. And like, it's going to get difficult, okay? It's really, like, it really is. Like, I can relate to this. Trust, I get it. Like, I worry. Even here, I worry. Like, am I going to see who I see? Am I not going to see who I see? Like, who doesn't worry? Who doesn't worry about how other people see them? I worry. You worry. But, like, hopefully, if we worry about the right people thinking about us, then they're always going to think the good things about us. But if we're worried about the wrong people thinking about us, then, I mean, that's our fault, right? So, terrify the right people, and they'll always be terrified. Okay, leading up to the final card. Got a lot of rebirth going on here. Leading up to the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. What a hell of a rebirth. Alright, Knight of Pentacles. Let's go Pentacles. Let's go Knight, 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 Knight. Here we go. The Knight of Pentacles. When the Knight rides into your reading, you'll better hope you have an appointment. Efficient, focused, and methodical, the Knight of Pentacles knows her job inside and out. She encourages you to stick to what you know, favoring reliable techniques over something innovative. Sometimes you don't have to try that hard. You don't have to try that hard to be a better person. You just have to, like, discipline. That's what this card is. It's discipline. You're going to heal. You're going to become a better person. And you're going to strive to be a better person, or a better you, a better display of you, whatever terrifying, horrifying, amazing it may be, you gotta follow a plan. You gotta stick to the system, or else you're gonna get burned again. And we don't want that. That's why we healed. That's why we're doing this. The two words that I would give anybody, thank you everybody that I would give anybody is two words of encouragement when it comes to doing new things and striking out to go do new things. Striving to do new things is the words I was thinking of. Are persistence and consistency. Persistence, which means every day you do it, you're going to do it no matter what. Consistency means you're going to do it at this particular moment, in this particular way. Every day, persistence and consistency are the two words that I would give anybody. You could grow mushrooms using those two words. You could get a degree using those two words. You could walk across the country using those two words, persistency and consistency. You can do anything with those two words. Be persistent and consistent. So, it's a good reading. Persistent and consistent. You're going to heal. You're going to do great things. But you got to do them the right way. Or else you're going to have to heal again. Ugh. You know? Who doesn't burn themselves every once in a while, over and over again, right? Maybe we don't need to keep doing that. Maybe we can actually heal this time. Nice. Thanks, everybody. That was a good reading. Good readings today. Good readings today. Screw it, do it, but do it right. Nice. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining me for a lunch break and doing a little tarot. Thank you, Joe, for letting me read your cards. Thanks to Sandman. Thanks to, hey, Mike Barabo. What's going on? How you doing there? Thanks to Captain Obvious. Hey, Captain Obvious. How you doing, Captain? Good afternoon. I am so glad I got to see you. Captain, I don't know, you guys, I kind of got like a little crush. So I'm going to brag a little bit. Hey, Captain, I got some extra virgin olive oil. I have a pepper, and I have spaghetti, and I have meat, and I have Parmesan. Look, Captain, I'm going to make spaghetti tomorrow, or tonight, and I think we're going to have spaghetti for lunch tomorrow, okay? And I think I need you to be here so that you can see just how I need everybody to be here just so you can see the spaghetti that I make. Because I'm going to make it correctly when it comes to making spaghetti. Do you leave your spaghetti noodles in the water? Or do you drain them? Question. Answer. Do you leave spaghetti in the water and then you scoop out your noodles? Or do you drain them? I've got other vegetables too, Captain. I don't know. We'll make it. I almost thought about like doing a live feed of me just making food. I don't kind of want to do that just yet. You drain them, right? You drain them. You absolutely drain them. Oh, God, if I had noodles that haven't been drained. I'm telling you what grossness that is, okay? If you don't drain your noodles, oh God. That's why, some people is like, you shouldn't be making spaghetti. It's really gross. So, all right. So you drain them. Just putting that out there. Okay. I love you guys. Let's hug it out. Joe, Paige, Derek, Captain, Laura, Mushmouth. You know what, Mush? I don't even know if you're here, but let's hug it out. Let's get out of here. Okay. It's been a lot of fun today. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you guys, later, either tomorrow or whenever you guys show up again. So let's do it. We've got the left hand here. We've got, we're doing the hug. We're doing the hug, and remember, if you give a hug, you get one back. And so some people don't have much, you know. So we're trying to do like the hug thing, you know. So like scroll, you know, and we'll hug it out, and then we're trying to, like, you know, just you know, I like hugging. But I don't actually like hugging. Like, if you see me in person and you're like, hey, can I give you a hug? You're gonna see a look on my face like, I got spaghetti to make, you know. And it's like, I'm awkward with the hugs, and so that's why I do it here, so that nobody will ever try that. They're like, oh, he's giving so many hugs in his life already, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, I've got people like Mushmouth see me in person, they're like, let's just bring it in, a-hole. And then he hugs me and I can't stop, you know. And so here's a hug so that you can give other people a hug that may need a hug, and they're like, I don't want a hug. And it's like, you know what, you're going to get a hug. And so then they have a hug, and they're like, well, now what am I going to do with my hug? And it's like, well, now you can go give your hug to someone else. It's a lot of fun. You put your left hand here, you put your right hand here, you got your left hand here, you got your right hand kind of holding on right here, and then you count down from 3 to 2, and then you don't go after the 1, you go like 1, and then, or you don't go on the 1, you go after the 1, but it's either like a beat. You know how it goes. All right, 3, 2, 1, hug. See, that's a good one right there. That's a good one. That's a good Derek Anderson hug right there. That's a good North Carolina hug right there. That's a good Massachusetts hug. That's a good Tennessee hug right there. That's a good, where you from, Captain? That's a good Captain Obvious hug. That's a good Pagey hug. That's a good JoeDeez hug. That's a good hug for everybody. Love you guys so much. Man, you just can't let go sometimes. And that's great. That feels good. It feels good. I'm going to hold on to this one for just a few more seconds. Yeah, that one made sense. I love you guys. Let's get out of here. Texas, sweaty hugs. You have a great afternoon, Paige. Mike Bearbow, you have a great day. Okay? Captain, Oklahoma. You're from Oklahoma? That's like 6 hours away. Okay, folks, love you guys. Let's get out of here.